Hi Paw Prints, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be making up some chicken breasts and seasoning it really good with some adobo seasoning. So this is the chicken that I have. It's 4 chicken breasts, and I don't really know how to get a good description on camera of how big these breasts are, but they are huge. This is my hand, as you can see, and it's like well past my hand. It's like a hand and a half. These are some local chickens from a local farm here. They're all organic, and they had a really good deal. This 4-pack of these huge chicken breasts were only $3. So I stocked up on some of those, and we're going to cook it for dinner tonight. So I've washed them and patted them dry, and I'm going to season it. And no worries, my seasoning things get sanitized when I'm done. So anyway, I'm going to season it with some adobo. And I'm going to do it really generously. I made chicken wings seasoned with this the other night, and my husband loved it. And he actually requested that I do either some chicken thighs or some chicken breasts. So we're going to do some breasts tonight, and we'll do thighs another time. So we're going to really season that. This is my normal seasoning mix: Himalayan salt, ground black pepper, granulated garlic, and paprika. So we're gonna just do a little bit of that because the other seasoning does have some salt in it, so I don't want it to be too salty. Okay, so we're just gonna pat this dry, or pat it into the chicken. And I have the oven preheated to 425 degrees Fahrenheit, and that, unless a recipe specifically says another temperature, that is what I cook almost everything on. That's just like the temperature that works for me. But in this case, it gets the chicken really, really crispy, the skin. Okay, so I'll do the bottom too. Actually, I'll just do it here. And I really like the way that this smells and tastes. It's really good flavor. And I'm doing this ahead of time. It's only like, let's see, like 12 o'clock noon here. So I'm just going to get this done, and then I can just reheat it, and it'll still be nice and crispy for when it's time to eat. And it's sunny outside, but the lighting looks really dark in here for some reason. Anyway, hopefully you guys can see everything okay. Okay, so got that seasoned. I'm going to stick this in a 425 oven until it is cooked. The juices will run clear, the top will be nice and crispy, and then I'll pull it out and show you guys, and we'll see what else we pair with this. See you soon. Hey guys, okay, here is the chicken fresh out of the oven, and it's been about an hour and a half, 2 hours. I've been out in the yard working, and so there it is. So I think I'm going to pair it with some rice and beans and some tamales. So I'll bring you back when that's ready to go. Okay, y'all, here's the easiest way that I do rice. I put 2 cups of like Uncle Ben's white enriched rice into my rice cooker. And the way that I measure water for it is I put the dry rice in, and then I pour water until it comes to the first line on my finger. Okay? And then I put it in the rice cooker and cover it with the lid, plug it in, turn it on to cook, and it takes about 20-25 minutes, but your rice will come out fluffy and perfect every time if you measure it that way. When I used to do like the cups of water to so much rice, it always came out not right. So try this way, it really works. And in this particular, for tonight's dinner, I'm going to season up the rice before I turn the cooker on. So I'm going to use 1 packet of Sazon. Goya, it's such a good brand. So I'm going to pour that, ooh, I love that color. I'm going to pour that right into the rice. And I'm also going to put in a generous hunk of butter right in. And we're going to stir it around. Let me grab a spoon here. Just to get it incorporated and going. Just so that the seasonings mix throughout. Okay, lid on. I'm going to plug this in and switch it to cook, and like I said, it'll take about 20-25 minutes, and then it'll be fluffy and beautiful, and I will show you what I'm going to mix in with it when it's done. Alright, so the rice is done, and I'm going to unplug the rice cooker and empty it into this bowl. Oh, it's such a pretty color too. Check this out, you guys. Look at that. And see, it's not clumpy. It's like the perfect, excuse me, the perfect amount of liquid to rice if you measure it the way I showed you. And that Sazon gives it such a pretty color, and it tastes so good. Our Dollar Tree's been having that spice, so I just grab them when I see them. Grab up a nice amount to fill my jar up. Okay, so rice in the bowl. This is 1 large can of rinsed and drained black beans. Make sure you drain them really good because you don't want the rice to get all kind of glungy and not stay fluffy. Okay. And then 1 normal size can of Rotel tomatoes. And normally I don't drain the juice from these, but for the rice I did because, like I said, I don't want a lot of excess liquid. A little bit's okay if, oops, there's a few more beans. A little bit's okay, but you don't want it to get too wet. Okay, I'm going to stir this up, and I'm going to taste this rice actually because I don't know if I want more tomatoes or not. Let me grab a spoon. Ooh, look at that, guys. Oh, that's hot. That is really good. Wow. Okay. I think I'm going to leave it like this. So this is done. I'm going to put it in like a casserole dish to heat up so that when my husband gets home, I can just pop everything in the oven. So the last thing I'm going to do is steam up a couple of chicken tamales. So I will show you that process in just a few. Okay, so here's the last step for dinner tonight. These are 2 chicken tamales that I made, and then I stuck in the freezer. So I just have them in my pot with a strainer, and I put some water just up to the bottom of the strainer. It's not actually touching this. And then I'm going to cover it with a lid, and then I'm going to bring this to a slow boil, like kind of like a simmer. And I'm just going to, they're still a little bit frozen, so I'm just going to let them steam until they are hot all the way through. And then I will plate everything up and show you guys the final plate. And I think I'm also going to have a little side salad because I made some salad last night and we still have some leftover. And that way we'll have a little bit of greens too. So I'll show you guys everything once it's plated up and right before we eat. Okay, see you soon. Okay guys, here's the finished product. Here is the rice. Here is the chicken. And here is the tamale. And we're going to have a little side salad. I've added blue cheese. So thanks for joining me, and please remember to always leave your paw print of good in this world. Bye.